Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is a lot different than what I'm used to doing. I originally wanted to start this channel off as a cooking channel, like a tarot, pick a card. I would say like desserts and foods that describe your person and things like that, and get more into the idea of herbs and describing someone as an herb, if that makes sense. It's like I want to be able to channel your person's feelings and messages through herbs and basically get to know their personality. So if you guys ever had the idea of baking food for your person, or with today's reading, it's about love and romance. If you're wanting a certain outcome or things like that, or you want to bake something for your person, this is the channel for you. Like, I really want to get into the idea of baking foods for the people that we love, baking foods for ourselves, really getting into kitchen magic and herb magic, and just the idea that food can nourish and heal us from inside and out, and really be able to get into, again, healing people through food. And so I really originally wanted to start this channel in that way, but I ended up doing, like a normal tarot pick a card, and then I really decided to try my hand at it and see how it goes. And yeah, that was my little rant. But honestly, I want to start off with a little I would say disclaimer or PSA announcement, whatever you want to call it. But it's about being very cautious about if you're baking for someone else, knowing their allergies, what they're allergic to, if they may not be able to ingest certain herbs, if you really have the intentions on cooking for your person, or for yourself, even really getting to know yourself, what you're allergic to, what your person may be allergic to. They may be allergic to chocolate, which I'm sorry to say, this reading is practically it's chocolate. It's honestly chocolate. So this may not be the reading for you right now, but I do have other readings that I'm going to focus on and channel that'll not be chocolate based. We'll get more. I'm more into this idea of desserts right now, so I'm really focused on desserts. So maybe later on down the line, you guys can have a different variety of desserts rather than just chocolate. But right now, I've been focusing on brownies and cookies and cakes and pies and tarts, and just different desserts. And I've just been really in this sweet, atmospheric, like, vibe, if that makes sense. Like, I just been really feeling called to just be very optimistic, and just, again, like a dessert, very sweet, very in a way very lasting. Like, when we eat a dessert, it basically has the ability to leave our senses feeling satisfied, fulfilled, and very in tune with ourselves, and that part of ourselves that like to nourish and give and cherish. And I just wanted to be able to focus on that today. And going from allergies and things like that, I also want to be aware of different diets. I know there's like the vegan diet, the keto diet, vegetarian diet, pescatarian. I want to be able to get into all of that. The paleo diet, if you guys are interested in different types of diets. And for this reading, I decided to do just a regular brownie, like eggs and flour and things like that. But you can always switch out the ingredients to make it more diet friendly if you guys are on a certain diet. What else? Wow. Oh, and also getting into the idea of different herbs, different form of herbs, I should say. There's grounded, there's whole, there's just different types of forms that herbs can come in powdered. I want to be able to leave you guys descriptions and links in the description box to be able to describe the difference between each form of herb. The herbs, wow, why is it so hard for me to say? the forms of herbs the forms that herbs can come in. Okay, why was that so hard? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, like again, I'm so excited for this channel. I'm just like all over the place right now. But to be honest, I am so happy that you guys are watching this and that you're interested in learning more about food magic and the idea of nourishing yourself. Even like you guys can use these recipes on yourself, not just for your person. And again, I want to advise that you guys take extra precaution about what you may be allergic to, what your person may be allergic to, and to just make sure you consult a professional before you decide to ingest anything into your body. That just goes for anything, not just herbs. Just being very mindful of what you guys put into your body, because that is the vessel that we need in this lifetime in order to function and be able to process information and things like that. So really just be mindful about the herbs again. And I want to be able to leave you guys with certain links leading to people who can are certified herbologists, apothecaries, people who can really give you the information that you're searching for when it comes to herbs and wanting to know more about herbs before you're able to eat them. All of the herbs that I have are you can buy them at the store. Like I wanted to pick out the cards that I feel like you can easily buy at Walmart or something, nothing that you guys have to go too much of a drastic exchange to get. And that was like my main purpose when it came to which cards that I decided to choose for this reading, in order to really get the idea of, this being accessible for just about anybody, and you don't have to travel, a far distance. You guys can also order these herbs online if you're more into online shopping now, more so than you have been. That'll really help you guys too, because there's more options online, as you know. And I'm trying to make sure I covered everything. Again, you guys have different preferences, lifestyles, bios. Just want to be able to get into the idea that you guys learn yourselves inside out through food, and how food can describe who we are as people. Like when you order that venti caramel frappuccino from Starbucks, that tells a lot about you. Like just the idea of getting into that mindset of you are what you eat. And the more we get into that idea, the more we're able to take better care of ourselves, and to be more mindful of what we eat. And yeah, I know I'm hopping from subject to subject, but I just want to make sure I get everything in one intro, in one video, because this is my first one, and I just want to be able to provide this much information for you guys, so I don't feel as if I'm just throwing it out there for you. But yeah, with that being said, for this reading, I decided to do, you guys actually have love spells and house spells as well. So to really get into the idea of being surrounded by love, I feel like when we're cooking, when we're in this environment where we're trying to bake or cook or anything, we need to be able to have our surroundings reflect what we're trying to manifest. So if you're trying to attract love, your surroundings should be filled with things that you love, maybe like flowers, red roses that represent love, or your person's picture, if you have it, sitting around where you cook. So when you're cooking, you're able to look at your person, you're able to feel more love when you're cooking. And it provides this balance within. It's not your thoughts versus your environment, if that makes sense. It's more like you're more in alignment with how you feel, and when you feel the things that you feel, you're able to put that towards your cooking and really manifest something very beautiful and very lasting. And with that, with these 3 cards, I also want to say that I wanted to really embody what your person in a way wants. I feel like it's more like an environment that your person pretty much needs right now. And you're able to channel that. I was able to channel that through these messages, and I just want to provide these messages for you guys and to really get into the idea of what your person also likes romantically. And that's the whole point of the 3 cards as well, to really get into your person's head about what they may like when it comes to romance and love. And with that, I'm going to let you guys choose whichever piles that you guys like. Excuse the noise in the background. And I'll see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So for your first 3 cards, you have Lemon Balm, which is the 3 of water, Dandelion, the Fool, and Rose, which is the Empress. Okay, I actually wrote down some descriptions of each of the cards. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what I wrote for Lemon Balm basically is self-explanatory. With Lemon Balm, I'm just getting that your person is very, very, oh wow, I'll say very so many times. So they're very, like, I don't want to say, for some reason I want to say citrusy, but on another hand I want to say sour. Like, it's just this duality about them, I feel. I don't know, it's just the citrus, I feel like they have that shock factor. So I feel like your person has a way of shocking you, or just getting, like, they have this thing about them that just provides this, like someone you wouldn't really think of in a certain way, and then they do it, and then it shocks you. I feel like that's your person, that they always have this ability to shock you and amaze you and surprise you in the things that they do. And with that, there's the dandelion. So I feel like Lemon Balm and dandelion will pair really well when it comes to the ingredients that you guys would use for your brownies, because your person, with the dandelion here, I'm getting, excuse me guys, I had to take a minute to look. They have this earthiness about them. They may be a Taurus. I wanted to say they may be an earth sign, but they could possibly be a Taurus. But that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And again, it's the Fool. So someone who takes chances, someone who's not afraid to go into the unknown. So I feel like that's where the shock factor comes in. Is that your person isn't afraid to take chances. They aren't afraid to make mistakes when it comes to getting what they want. And I feel like that the dandelion pairs really well with the lemon balm, because it's just this ability to have this, I want to say this stop and go, but this ability to just know when to charge and when to just relax. Because when I'm looking at the dandelion card, it just seemed very tranquil, very peaceful. It's like a person who knows that they're heading towards the unknown, but they're not afraid of it. And I feel like your person, I feel, shocks you because they just have this fearless quality about them, or they just have this quality about them that you just didn't quite expect. And it's just such a tranquil, this peacefulness that it brings, because it's like, wow, this person is truly different and unique and special. And I feel like you guys are needing to channel that energy when it comes to making your brownies, because it'll really embody your person. And then with the 3 of Cups, I'm really getting that they're very celebratory too. Like, they just, with the Fool card even paired, it's like this person is just this, like, I'm getting celebration. Like, they're just very celebratory, very out in the open, maybe very extroverted, and just very, I said maybe because they have these tendencies, I feel, to be introverted, but in the sense that they only allow themselves to be this way when they're around people that they trust. I feel that your person may feel very much comfortable being themselves when they're around people that they feel like trust and respect them. So again, comes in with that that just needing peace and tranquility with the Fool card again. It's like this knowing of the unknown. It's like this knowing of, I know that this could possibly lead to somewhere, and even though I don't know where, I'm still willing to take that jump. And with that, we have the Rose. So your person has, I like to say, romantic feelings towards you. Like, I'm smiling right now because we're even looking at this card, you can see the rosebuds and the rose petals. And actually, I want to read the Empress card from the Herb Crafter's Tarot book itself and give you guys a better description of the Rose card. So for the Rose, it says, be vulnerable yet strong, nurture love and compassion, see beauty and abundance in every stage of life. It's funny because I read nurture, love, and compassion as 3 separate words when actually it's nurture, love, and compassion. So your person has this ability to just make you feel nurtured and loved, and just, I just feel like this is their, like, again, I feel like this is hidden possibly. Like, they just have this ability to express love, but in a way that's not very open. It's more subtle than anything, but in a way that if you really read in between the lines, you're able to catch this type of behavior from them. And it says in the book, healing the heart heals the world. Learn to be vulnerable yet strong, like the delicate petals of the rose protected by thorns. Roses uplift the spirit and inspire love, embody sensuality in bold, vibrant ways. Let creativity and abundance flourish around and within you. Wild roses are prolific, creating food, medicine, and shelter for all who encounter them. As all parts of the rose contain medicine, every stage of your life finds passionate expression. Create, make, love, play. It is a fertile, generative time. Wow. And they actually have ideas when it comes to crafting with the Empress. They have crafting ideas for each and every single herb, but for this reading, I'm getting called to read the crafting ideas for the Empress. And one of them that I'm reading, it says, celebrate the many stages of life by learning the remedies for each season of the rose. Rosebuds for childhood, full blooms for midlife, and hips for elderhood. Wow. It's like your person have this everlasting love for you. It's this ability to just seeing themselves growing old with you, and this just very, like, just this older couple that's still very passionate and very much loving and caring towards each other. And it's one of those cute, like, you know, it's like the couple from 50 years from now that's just like, they're still in love and they're still very passionate and they're still, you know, they have this fire in this relationship. And I feel like that your person feels that way about you. And again, it may not be expressed in the way that you want it, but I feel like that it's there for this rose to be here. It just symbolizes love, and I'm getting purity, like a pure type of love, like this type of love that can't be masked or faked. You know, it's like this, this eternal, this deep bond between two people, and it's so beautiful. And I'm gonna move on now to the Practical Witches Pocket Guide. This is a different deck that I bought recently, and I feel it's really an amazing deck. And give me 1 second to find out the name, you guys. Okay, actually the name is in the book. I went all the way in another room for no reason. Okay, so it's written by Saradwin Greenleaf. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's such a beautiful, amazing deck, and I really wanted it, so I decided why not get it. It's such a beautiful deck again. And so with that, I'm going to start off, you guys, with your love spells. Your first one, excuse me for smacking, I don't know why I smacked, but sorry for that. For your first one, you have the Sylvan Spell. And the card reads, this is a lovely spell if you are given a small tree as a gift to wish for strength and good health for you and your love. So for me, for the Sylvan Spell, if your person has a favorite flower or a favorite tree, or maybe you guys met by a tree, there may be something with a tree here that's speaking to you. If you can't physically bring the tree with you, take a picture of the tree and have it somewhere around your home where you cook a lot and you make a lot of things, and have that energy surrounding you as you guys cook. I feel like that'll really help you channel your person. And with your next love card, you have the Temple of Love, which reads, set up a small table and cover it with a red scarf or cloth. Adorn it with objects that signify love. Red candles, ruby-colored bowls, roses, a statue of Venus or Adonis, whatever stirs your feelings and senses. Venus is from the planet of love, love, passion, beauty. So really get into that embodiment of planet Venus. And again, I feel like you guys, for some reason I keep wanting to say Taurus, could possibly be a Libra too with this Temple of Love. And with this Venus, I'm getting a card here. And you recite this poem. This room is my temple, my altar to love. I light the flame, I fan the flame. Each candle I burn is a wish. I desire and will be desired in return, and so it is. I feel like with that, you guys can set up this, I want to say altar, but it's a temple. It's a declaration of your love for your person. And with that, you're able to create an even more loving space for, your baking, for even your home in general. Like just having this sense of love near you, it will really help you guys in your environment. And if you're feeling down or just needing a pick-me-up, I feel like by looking at that table, that temple that you guys created for you and your person, you're able to have this ability of feeling safe, of feeling comforted, of feeling just very much happy and loving, and in that energy of always feeling love. And with that, we have your house spell, which is good housekeeping spell. Now I decided to do a house spell only because I feel like this is something that you guys may need to do before you start cooking, before you start baking. Get into the idea of doing house rituals and cleansing your space before you're able to make and create out of a place of purity and light and love. I feel like first you guys may need to sage, or again with your house spell is saying good housekeeping, clean your space, make sure everything around you is clean and very much in this energy of where you feel you're the most creative, when you're around in an environment that you can feel free to be creative, and that's in a clean space for you guys. And in the housekeeping card, it says, before special gatherings or any time you feel the need to do a deep cleaning on both the physical and spiritual plane, light a white candle and speak this spell. My home is a temple of love and light. I now fill it with peace and beauty for tonight. May all who enter this temple space bring laughter and joy and fill it with grace. So mote it be. Blessings to all. Wow. That's such a beautiful card. I feel like your whole reading is just about that idea of just creating this loving home and this idea of, I'm getting 10 of Cups, like this loving family life and just this ability to create a longevity between you and your person. And I feel like that this is mutual. It's like you guys have this vision of home and family and laughter and joy. And it's being channeled in this reading, and it's like your person is speaking through the herbs, literally. And it's like they represent their colors in each of these cards. Every single card has green, And it's like this, for me, green is growth, this ability to always transformation, like this just wanting of just, it's just, I'm like stumbling right now because I just feel like it's such a powerful moment of just wanting to continuously grow with you and be able to create this growth that is long lasting and can provide ultimate abundance for this connection. And wow. And it's such a beautiful feeling too that I'm getting from these. Wow. Because so much love here. I really do feel the love in this pile. And I feel like with the Fool card that your person wants to take that leap of faith towards love. When you're reading the cards from left to right, you can see it's like this person, like their energy was just this cat right here. It's just sitting down, very much tranquil, just very, again, I say tranquility with the Fool card because your person is very, I feel, chilled back, relaxed. And then the Fool card, it's like taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. And then you have your Rose, the Empress, this ability to be very nurturing and caring and taking that leap of faith towards love and providing that for someone, and creating that safe space for someone to love and to nurture you and to care for you and to care about you in a way that you deserve. Okay, you guys, I'm actually going to end your reading right there. I honestly want to get more in depth with these readings as time goes on, but for right now I feel like doing these short mini glances at your person, if that makes sense, is a lot more convenient for me at the moment until I'm able to provide even more as I get more comfortable going along with these readings. Right now I'm still in the beginning stages, and I want to be able to continuously grow with this channel, and that's where I'm going to leave it for you guys for right now, but I promise there'll be more information in the future. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great day, evening, night, whenever time you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the Madre of Water, Oats, Nine of Water, Peach, and then you have the Lovers, Hawthorn. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I saw that that Lovers card, the Hawthorn, I was so excited. I was like, what? You guys got the Lovers, wow. Okay, like starting off with the Madre of Water, Mother of Water, Oats. Looking at this card, I'm feeling very much this home-like feeling. Like very homey, very centered. I say futuristic as well, the way like this person seems as if they're overlooking the water. So it's like this person who just wants to, like they have this, wow. And I channel these messages in a way that they're just love and positivity. So they may not seem like your person. I just want you to, because these are love brownies, I want you guys to be able to channel love when it comes to baking these brownies and just be more in this energy of seeing your person in a pure light, in a form that shows their true selves and not the person that they're showing you at the moment if you guys aren't in communication. I just felt the need to say that because the more I look at this Madre of Water, the more I look at this card here, it's like this feeling of home and being centered may not be what your person is feeling right now at the moment. And I just feel the need to say that because it's just, I feel like right now it's just your person is in a bit of an odd energy. And you have peach. For me, peach is naturally sweet, and even with the 9 of water, the 9 of cups, someone who is, wow, just very, and even looking at this card, it's like very peaceful, very serene and sweet, and I want to say gorgeous even. And you even see like there's an outfit. If you look closely in the background of the peach card, there's this outfit. It looked like a kimono hanging from the tree branch. So you may not be in communication with your person, like they're feeling very left out in the wind right now. And I know this is supposed to be like channeling love messages, and I just said that a few minutes ago, but as soon as I saw the outfit, I just felt like your person feels as if they're left in the wind. So it's like, you know, I don't know, it's just this feeling of just, like serene and calm, and then in the background there's just this outfit hanging and out in the wind, just waiting to dry. But then you have the Lover's card, Hawthorn. So going back to your recipe, peach and oats would be really favorable when you're using your brownies. And I actually am getting called to read about oats. So give me 1 second to look it up. Okay. Now, again, I said to be very careful in which herbs you decide to consume if you guys decide to make this recipe, because oats is one of my caution herbs, and it's for people who may have certain, or well, the thing that's calling out the most when it comes to oats is if you have celiac disease, or just very much, I really feel like just to bear warning, just to when it comes to using oats in general. There's an edible way to use oats, but I feel like you guys are being called to do your extra research, and I'm saying being called from me to do your extra research when it comes to these herbs, because like I said at the beginning, if you're willing to make these recipes and consume these herbs, it's very much in your hands to look up these herbs very detailed, getting as much information as you can. I can only provide so much information for you guys to where again, it comes from reliable sources, but at the same time, I feel like if you're more comfortable, and I feel like you should be more comfortable doing more research on your own, please feel free to, because I want to make sure you guys are safe and not putting things in your body that aren't supposed to be there, that aren't compatible with your body history, so to speak. And so with that, we have peach. So peach and oats. Now, oats have this mild, pleasant taste. Again, I'm reading a description from a website. It describes each and every herb to, again, everyone has their own idea of mild, sweet, peppery, spicy, whichever. So please feel free to go out and do your research again when it comes to the taste of these herbs, if you want to get more detailed, or even if you want to try this herb at a store, a herbal store, anything like that. I'm pretty sure the person can give you much more information about it than I can. And again, I'm looking up these sources on my own as well from reliable resources. So again, do as much information and research as you can, and I'm constantly feeling called to say that I feel for you guys. So I'm really And I feel like this is coming from your person as well. It's like this need to be very, I won't say cautious, but just very aware of something when it comes to this connection. And I feel like you guys may already know what that is. And it's being presented to you at the moment. But with that, we have the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card talks about opposites attracting. So this person may not be the person that you usually would go for, but excuse me, you guys, I had that little hiccup. But they are very much someone you feel very connected to, and they bring this new sense of light into your life, and they're very eye-opening when it comes to the way that they live their life and the way you live yours. It's like you guys are able to teach each other things, and it's been eye-opening for the both of you. And I feel like, especially for your person, for the Lover's card to pop up, they feel this connection with you, and they're wanting to channel that in this reading, and this ability to feel, again, it's like two circles intertwining. It's this ability to be whole and yet still be able to complete one another, if that makes sense. It's like there's two full circles, two whole circles, and then they come together at one point, but they're whole within themselves. It's not a circle trying to complete the other circle. It's two wholes coming together. And I feel like your person is wanting to tell you that you're that person for them, that you make them feel as if they're a part of someone else's, oh Jesus, I want to say a part of someone else's whole, but I mean, I said it, but I just wanted to say, like, you know what I mean, like two wholes coming together and creating an even bigger vibration, even a bigger connection. Okay, and with that, I'm going to read your love spells. So your first love spell is hold up. Okay, Elixir of Love. I wanted to follow you guys because I flipped the cards on my own. I'm reading these cards as well, and I'm not really looking at the picture. I'm just unshuffling. I'm just flipping the cards over and reading, and yeah, and just following along with you guys. So your first card is the Elixir of Love. The Elixir of Love reads, elixirs are very simple potions made by placing a crystal or gemstone in a glass of water for at least 7 hours. Remove the stone and drink the crystallized water. The water will now carry the vibrational energy of the stone, the very essence of the crystal. Wow. If you guys don't feel comfortable drinking crystallized water, what you guys can do is take a bath in it instead, if you guys don't feel comfortable drinking water that your crystals have been in. But just to get you in that energy of feeling love and loved, which is the whole point. So you guys can take a bath after you cook or before you cook, but I feel like this is being called to do it after, because you guys are going to feel more relaxed, more into that loving energy after you finish baking, and just feeling very comfortable and content and loved within yourself. And that's very much the whole point of this reading. So with that, we have Conjuring Pleasure. Make a vow to bring forth all your sensual power. You will radiate passion and be intensely drawn to your lover. Perform this ritual at the next full moon. Collect essential oils, candles, and a drink of your choice. Begin with a blissful bath in an oil-scented water. Stir in a darkened room. Raise a cup of jasmine tea, a glass of wine, or whatever your special drink is, and speak this spell aloud. Now I awaken the goddess in me. I surrender to love's power. Wow. And say God's power. So the divine is really in with this connection. I'm really intervening in this connection because, again, I said that there was something about this connection that you guys are being called to look at right now, and I feel like that was the divine trying to come through and to confirm that there is something about this connection that you guys are being called to look at. And it's nothing, I feel, that is terrible, but it's just something that you guys are overlooking, or just in a sense you may be experiencing it right now, but it's just something I feel like you guys are being called to look at, either in a different perspective or being called to set certain intentions, or certain attention to detail, I should say, when it comes to something about your connection with your person. But the spell reads, now I awaken the goddess in me. I surrender to love's power. Tonight I will heat the night with my fire. As I drink this cup, my juices flower. I am alive, I am love, and so it is. Wow. There's a lot of love, a lot of passion, very much sensuality, very sensual. And I sounded like a kid when I said that, but it's just very pleasure. That's all I keep seeing, conjuring pleasure. It's like this, your person wants to spend that extra time with you. They want to, having these fantasies and these thoughts, and just wanting to express those feelings towards you. And with that, we have Saturday Sanctuary for your house spell. Now, the house spell is, as I told Pile 1, I feel something you guys should do before you cook or before you bake, before you get into this creative mode, to cleanse your space, to cleanse where you're cooking, to cleanse your entire area, even your entire house. Having a safe space to create love and to give love and receive it as well is very important. And the card reads, to anoint your home as a sacred space and protect you from harm, rub any one of the following essential oils undiluted on your front door at the top and bottom: cinnamon, clove, cypress, dragon's blood, and frankincense. Walk through the door and close it securely. Take the remaining essential oil and anoint every other door and window. At the witching hour of midnight, light anointed white candles and place them in every doorway and windowsill. You have now secured your home with the power of magic. That is very, wow. Again, sanctifying your home, making it a sacred space, making it a space where you and your person are comfortable energetically, for you guys to express that love and creativity for one another. And this passion. And with this peach here, I'm seeing like these blossoms, something to blossom, something to form, something to regenerate even. And this is a connection that's at a stalemate, something to be rebirthed. And I'm feeling called actually to read this oats, the mother of water. Wow. I wanted to say madre of water, and then I say mother of water. And let me see where I can find. I just really feel called to read it. Give me 1 second to find it, you guys. Okay, it says, let the mother of water soothe your soul. Release anxiety by nourishing body and spirit. Open your heart and let your intuition flow. So I feel like that's something that you guys are being called to do, following your intuition, opening your heart. There's something I said that there's needed to be at your attention right now when it came to this connection, and it's encouraging you to follow your intuition and to open your heart space to this person and to this connection as well. So it says, the mother of water is a master of self-care. She is kind and gracious to others because she is kind and gracious to herself. As oat straw replenishes the land, she takes time to rest. By doing so publicly, she inspires others to do the same. She plants oats in the garden each year to replenish and fortify the soil. She feels full and complete after a day of good work. She understands the power of oat straw and delights in the calming medicine it provides. She knows healing takes time, and she has faith in her daily cup of tea. Just as oats soothe frazzled emotions, the mother of water transforms tension into healing. Embrace your emotions. They expand your capacity for compassion. Wow. I feel like that there was something, wow. And then even with the Lover's card, patience. Healing takes time. Healing takes patience for you and your person. And by creating this safe space for your person to heal and allow themselves to go through their own personal spiritual journey, you allow yourself to heal as well when you focus your intentions on love and positivity and understanding and balance. Balance within this connection. Okay, you guys, I'm feeling called to read the Lover's card too, so bear with me. I don't want to go over time with your reading, but I feel called to do this, and I'm going to. So for you guys, for the Lovers, it says, dance with the beloved. Desire in spring becomes sustenance in fall. Love blossoms, love wounds, love heals. Wow. Okay, so it says, give life to the fruits of divine union. Hawthorn opens the heart and ignites passion. Berries emerge from pollinated flowers, a partnership that feeds the bee and the tree. Relationships based on shared desires lead to sweet rewards. Take only what is yours, only what fills you with joy. If you pick too many flowers in the spring, the tree will yield little fruit in the fall. When making a choice, trust your heart. Though the thorns can be menacing, they can also be protective. I feel like I gave you guys so much insight when it came. Wow. I feel like there was just so much said within the oats and the hawthorn. I feel like your person has a lot to say, but right now they're in this peach energy. They're just allowing themselves to just be in the wind of it all and not really express how they feel right now. And I wasn't trying to make it into that type of reading, but it just kind of channeled itself out. And so I just want to end on the note of the Lover's card, something with a loving ending. So with crafting with the Lovers, the Hawthorn, it says, pause to watch bees pollinating flowers and reflect on the magic of desire in your journey. So I feel like you guys are being encouraged to go outside in nature and to look at the beauty of life, the loving nature of Mother Nature and how she cares and nurtures us all, and not wanting anything back but respect and the ability to allow her to nurture herself in return. And I feel like that's what you guys are being called to do while your person is healing, and I feel like you guys are healing as well. Take the time to have this self-care moment, this loving energy for not only your person but for yourself. And with that, because I feel like I went overtime with you guys reading, so I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this reading, and like I said to pile one, I'm wanting to give you more information and putting it more into this compact time capsule. I want to say capsule, but just this time consecutive space where I can say all I want in one piece and not go overtime. And I feel like as the channel goes along, I'll be able to help you guys more and give you guys more information within a certain amount of time that I feel like will be pleasurable for everyone. And I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this reading. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, you guys have Cannabis, which is the Justice card. You have Cacao, which is the Hierophant, and you have Red Clover, which is the Ten of Water, which is also the Ten of Cups. I'm not gonna lie, Pile 3, when I saw the Cannabis card, I laughed because I really didn't think that it was going to show up on my first reading. Like, I thought it was going to be at least reading 3 or something like that. Like, just, so 3 may be significant for you, but again, like, for me, I just didn't expect it to come out on my first reading. I'm just going to be honest. So for you guys to get it for your person, I think says that this needs to be said right now. So Cannabis, for me, when it comes to Cannabis, your person, I don't know why I said it like that, y'all, I'm sorry. When it comes to Cannabis, The cannabis card, I'm getting that your person is very relaxed, very chill. I'm getting like this sense of, because we also have the justice card, so a person who's very, I don't want to say righteous in a way that they believe that things should be balanced and should be right. So just a person who I feel has this ability to balance out the recreational with the practical, if that makes sense. And I think that'll be very much something, again, when, because this is for a brownie recipe, adding, it'll be an edible basically. So you know, just, I honestly use that information any way you want, but just letting you guys know that this practically what it would be. But it says a lot about your person as well, because I feel like it's something that it comes at you all at once. I'm getting like your person comes at you all at once with everything. It's like this oncoming rush. I'm getting like a person who doesn't reveal everything all at one time, but once they do, it's like a flood or a stream. It's this constant overflow of again, I just feel like this feeling of being overwhelmed. Like, I feel like that's the ability that your person has. But I feel like it's just in this energy of them wanting to say their piece and wanting to say things that they feel should be said at the time that they should say it, and not a moment sooner or a moment later. And with that, we have cacao, which is the Hierophant card. Now, cacao is a rich, deep, dark chocolate. It's very much opens all the senses, and it's very sensual to me as well, because it has this earthiness, this quality to it that's bitter, but in the same time it's lively. It's like this ability to brighten up the senses. It's to make you more aware of yourself and your surroundings. So it goes back to that sensuality. It's like this person makes you aware of, I guess I want to say aware of your gender, if that makes sense. And with that, we have the cinnamon and the spice as well in this little bowl, with the cacao beans. So it's like this person has this ability to just create this heat in this spice. It's very sensual and very, it's like this, like I feel like it's like in this heat, like this, they have this intensity about them that's just very rich and deep and meaningful, and maybe in a way a bit dark, because it's so unusual in the way that this person presents their personality, because it's not something you come across often. I feel Pile 3, it's just something that again, it hits you all at once, and it just becomes this addictive quality, which is why I feel you guys have the cannabis card as well. Your person can be very much a person you feel quite attached to, but I feel like in a way that their personality is very charming and giving, and again, they have this addictive quality about them that just makes you want to constantly be around them and constantly want to know more about them as well. And then we have the 10 of water, red clover, and 10 of cups. This person makes you feel very content, very happy, very joyful. It's like they have this ability to make you feel as if you're on top of the world, and very much a person who can laugh at life and just not take yourself too seriously, and they provide that joy for you. And not to say you're dependent on your person for joy, but I feel like that they add joy to your life. They add this sense of abundance that you guys feel you didn't quite possess from people in your life that you feel. And again, I'm not getting codependency, but I feel like you guys are just in this environment where you don't feel quite as joyful as you feel when you're around your person. Until you're around your person, that you feel this sense of fulfillment and this joy and the sensuality too. Your person makes you feel a lot, Pile 3, I feel. And it's like it's something that just brings you this ultimate fulfillment. in all aspects of the word, because they're able to have this layered personality about them that just checks off all your boxes, I feel. And it makes you very much a person who wants to be around this person and want to know more about them, and just be very open to the idea of them as well, because I feel like your person may have a tendency of not showing their full potential to people. But I feel like with you, it's like all these cards have this, and even then it has different energies. When you look at each of the cards itself, it all represents a different energy, but at the same time, when they're together, it's this magnetism. It's this ability to attract you in and keep you interested and fascinated. And I've actually read the Justice and the Hierophant card before I started your reading, and between the two, I'm really getting called to read, honestly, I'm getting called to read the Justice and the Hierophant cards, so I'm going to read both. And starting with the Justice card, it says, seek the truth, make informed decisions, consider the consequences of your actions. So again, I'm saying your person is very practical, and they have this duality about them that, again, they're very layered, and that's what makes you love them, is their ability to not just be one-sided, and not have this one-dimensional outlook on life and on activism as well. Your person may be very much a person who likes to talk about world events or things that's going on in the world and like to help people. And I feel that that's just very much something that also gives you that 10 of Cups. It's this ability for to love someone who cares about other people as well. And it just makes you even more loving towards them, and loves them and make you love them even more because of the person that they are. And with the Hierophant card, what I felt called to read, you guys, was this bottom half in the Herb Crafter's Tarot book. It says, the secrets of the sacred are available to all. Learn them. Excuse me, you guys. Learn them. Teach them. Drinking pure cacao is an ancient practice that leads to greater perceptive awareness by opening the heart. Commercial chocolate is cacao stripped of its beneficial properties, cloaked in delicious yet harmful ingredients. Only true cacao can open the capillaries and increase blood flow. Spiritual teaching must speak authentically to reach the heart, but some things must be revealed slowly, as too much cacao can cause the pulse to quicken. Learning too much too fast can overwhelm. Have patience with the pace of the divine. Remain devoted to mystery, yet have respect for ceremony. Oh, wow. Again, like I said, your person don't reveal too much at one time, pile 3. They have this ability to, again, your person could be very intuitive or just very much a psychic, have psychic abilities, which we all are capable of if we wish to attune to those abilities. But I feel like with your person, it's like they won't reveal too much of certain sides to them or certain information that they feel aren't the time to present themselves. So it's just, I'm getting called to have faith with this connection. If this is something you guys truly want, for a reason, I feel I have the need to say that, because I see the 10 of Cups. So there's this joy, this potential joy with this connection, I feel, because this person adds to the joy in your life. But I feel like you're being called to have faith in this connection, because not all things will be revealed at once, and you're being called to be patient with the information that is currently being given to you, as well as the information to come, and to know that it'll all come in due time when you need to hear it the most. So with that, we have your 2. Actually, for you guys, I had 3 love spells. Each deck before you had 2 love spells and 1 house spell, but Spirit actually had 3 love spells. I pulled 3 love spells for you guys the first go around, and then I reshuffled, and then the second go around it still had 3 love spells. So I decided to not play favorites and just stick with 3 love spells instead of 4 cards, which would have been the 3 love spells and the 1 house spell. But again, I feel like you guys have this extra love, which is why I feel like all of your cards, which is why I feel like all 3 of your cards were love cards, because there's so much love in this connection. There's so much growth that is waiting to happen, and so much growth that has occurred within this connection, which is why I feel that there's so much love being presented here, because you guys had that chance to grow and love each other even more so than you have when you first met. And to read your first card, it says the Love Nest spell. To anoint your home, a sacred space, and turn it into a loving nest, rub any one of the following essential oils undiluted on your door jamb. Now, for the Love Nest spell, I feel like this would be considered your house spell. And I want you guys to use that as your house spell instead of your love spell. Excuse me, you guys. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. If you heard my mom, I'm sorry. But back to the reading. For the Love Nest spell, I would use that card as your home house spell. Again, it'll help you guys to cleanse your space before you start cooking or being creative in any way, shape, or form, and it'll help purify the space that your whole home, not just the space where you're cooking or baking, but just your whole house, in a sense that I feel that you guys are being called to purify and to have this ability to create this safe space for you and the person that you love and you're in a connection with currently at the moment. Your second card is Enchanted Lips. Before a special evening, employ a kiss of glamour by adding 1 drop of clove oil to your favorite pot of lip gloss and then gently stirring it in while saying aloud 3 times, "The ripest fruit, the perfect petal, each kiss is a spell of utmost bliss." I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like there's a scenario here where it's like your person wants to take you out on a date. And I think that's so cute. But I feel like it's just something that they wouldn't normally like. It's like a surprise thing. Like they wouldn't just say like, "Hey, let's go out on a date." I feel like they would take you guys somewhere and then just surprise you out of nowhere on a date. Like that's a scenario that I'm getting with Enchanted Lips. It's like this ability to create this lovely evening. It's like the calm before the storm, and not in a bad way, but in a way to where it's like, after this date is over, then it's just the 2 of us, and it's just like I would say, like, excuse my language, but like the foreplay before before the actual, so I really feel like your person is setting up a scenario here with you guys, which again goes back to that 10 of water moment. I feel like water is now seemingly very different to me than it was at the beginning of the reading, and that is what the 10 of water represents now to me. I don't want to make it into that type of reading, but then again, it is a romance reading, but it's a romance recipe reading, so yeah, okay, we can say it. We can say it just reminds me of a lot of fluids, and just to say it in the PG-13 way, it just says a lot of human extraction, and it's just a very like your person is very I feel like fantasy filled when it comes to you in this connection. And to top it off, we have less dust. Nowadays, you can buy body glitter almost anywhere, whether it is baby powder, a body glitter, or the edible honey dust sold by the imitable Kama Sutra company. Get a powder that feels comfortable on your body and add the following to it: 1 drop amber oil, 1 drop vanilla oil, 1 teaspoon lotus root flower powder, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. Now, I wanted to say 1 teaspoon lotus root flower. I'm getting that your person's favorite flower may be a lotus, or that you may need to add a lotus flower into your ingredient as well. I feel like I'm just now picking that up for you guys because of the lotus, or just the lotus symbolizes the ability to grow I'm getting no mud, no lotus, which is a Buddhist teaching, and basically it's the ability to realize that without rain there would be no sun, just vice versa. The duality of life, without the bad there wouldn't be good and bad. And just to say that we take what we can take and we make the best out of it, and we create the most beautiful circumstances and the most beautiful circumstances out of what we've been given, and create this person that we are meant to be in this lifetime. And I feel like that's something that I feel that you guys have been in this transformative state when in this connection. And I feel like that was a separate reading on its own, but I really felt called to tell you guys about that little tidbit, and to add the lotus as well. Okay, you guys, I'm actually going to end your reading here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As I told piles 1 and 2 that I wanted to provide you guys with more information in the future and more details on each card. Right now I'm actually time packing it to where it's like not too much overtime, but in the future readings I wanted to provide more information for you guys where I'm able to tell you as much as I can within a certain time limit, and give you guys as much information as you need when it comes to these recipes and things that are going to help you guys along your journey, the best way that I can assist you guys. And I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for watching this reading. Have a great day, evening, night, whenever time you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.